Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at labrunerie.com or by calling 573-449-5313. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, October the 8th. I've got a dear friend with us today, ROB CROUSE, Capital City Productions. Good to have you here, Rob.
Oh, it's so nice to be here, Paul.
And you brought along Margaret Graham.
I did.
A.K.A. Sally Bowles.
Yes, Sally Bowles in Cabaret.
Cabaret. And you're directing Cabaret, right?
I am directing Cabaret. I directed the original production 27 years ago, and now this is the 1998 revival, which is more decadent than the original.
Oh, so is it a little different than the original?
Yes. Oh, yes.
But the songs are all the same?
Oh, yes. Yes, but they've added some. They've added from the movie, like Maybe This Time, that Liza Minnelli sang in the movie. They've added several great songs.
Yeah, and it's more decadent than it was before?
Yes, it is, if you can imagine that.
All right.
So the kids should stay at home.
All right, this is not a kid show.
No, it is not.
Sally Bowles, tell me about your character.
Sally is a very fun-loving, free-spirited young woman living in Berlin in the early 1930s. She's very, I guess, self-centered in a way, very much into making sure that Sally is taken care of.
So how do you get into character? Now, obviously, you're not a self-centered, selfish person.
No.
So how do you become Sally Bowles?
It is a process. We're still working on a little bit of character development. I think you develop your character all the way through the run of the show. Every day something new occurs or something changes.
So are you saying then that the Sally Bowles that opens might be a little bit different than the Sally Bowles a week down the run of the show?
It's entirely possible, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Just the way that we learn about ourselves and the things, even though I've read the script so many times, I learn something new every time I read it.
Yeah, and you've watched the movie with Liza Minnelli?
Yes, I've watched the movie. I've watched several versions of the Broadway production. And so it's been a really amazing experience, especially getting to work with Rob as a director.
Yeah.
He's really...
Oh, that's nice.
The songs, Rob, name some of the songs, because I know everybody's familiar with the music.
Oh, well, there's Cabaret, there's the Money Song, there's Maybe This Time that's been in there. There's lots of familiar songs. Of course, Willkommen, which is the opener.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Pineapple Song, which everyone loves.
The Pineapple Song, which everybody loves so much. But anyway, we're doing a little different take on Cabaret in that we are projecting historical scenes from that time, and actually film clips of Berlin in the 30s to set the contrast of what's going on actually in Germany at the time versus what you're seeing on the stage.
So it's a bit of a history lesson also.
There's also a lot of history, and in fact, we're going to have an exhibit from the Midwestern Center for Holocaust Education on display, and the historian is coming in to talk.
All right. It runs for 3 weeks?
It does. We open October 11th. And we run through the 27th on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and a Saturday matinee every week.
Okay, and there's a dinner with each performance.
Yes, absolutely.
A wonderful, great tasting dinner.
German pot roast, chicken marsala, and some apple strudel for dessert.
Okay, you can go to capitalcityproduction.org, or you can give them a call at 573-681-9612 for more information. Thank you, Rob and Margaret, for coming by.
Thank you. Life's a cabaret.
Now, I want to introduce you to Chase Harper, MU Healthcare. Good to have you here, Chase.
Thanks for having me.
And you're here to talk about two separate things. Keep your keys This is designed for seniors, right?
Yes.
And the Mature Living Festival. Let's start, first of all, what is the Keep Your Keys program?
So the Keep Your Keys presentation, this last summer and then going into this next kind of quarter of the year, we went to some senior centers around mid-Missouri, and we talked to seniors about staying on the road, tips to keep them safe while driving. We give them some just information, some tools to keep them out there, just anything that we can give them to make sure that they're safe while driving on the road. And
like
keeping
what?
them. So when we go there, each person gets a bag full of like goodies, and we give them a seatbelt like cover. You strap around here so it keeps it from rubbing into your neck. We give them a bag full of, there's a book in there with all of the information that we talk about during the presentation, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and this will be a presentation at the Mature Living Festival.
Not
right?
an actual presentation, but we will have a table there where we will be sitting so we can answer questions and kind of go through it individually with people.
Okay,
as
so
they come up. Yeah.
almost like a mini presentation.
Yeah, exactly.
On a very personal basis.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, there will be lots of things going on at the Mature Living Festival in general. You want to mention some of those?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the Mature Living Festival, there's going to be all kinds of resources for seniors. Things such as you go there and you can get a flu shot. You can get
your flu shot?
Yeah, absolutely. There's free health screenings.
Like what? What is a health screening?
I'm not exactly sure
Probably
on all the health
diabetes,
screenings.
blood pressure.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm not 100% sure
Okay.
on that. Yeah. But there's other things that give you resources on housing, so like assisted living homes, things like that. Just all kinds of resources are there.
You know, the Mature Living Festival has been around for many years. If you've not been out to it before, you really should go, because besides having good information, there's a lot of fun, too. They have entertainment also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know any of the entertainment?
I'm actually not too
I
sure on the
remember one year,
entertainment.
and I'm not sure if they're coming back this year, but they had the St. Louis Strutters, and this was a group of young ladies who were in their 70s, 80s, and 90s who did dancing, chorus line dancing.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool.
Oh, it was absolutely wonderful, and I'm not sure if they're going to be there this year, but they always have wonderful entertainment. So do try to go. The date is what? Friday.
Friday, October 12th, and
Yeah.
it's at Parkade Plaza from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock, I think.
Okay, so you get there at 9 o'clock in the morning. You're going to want to stay till 2 o'clock, and there'll be food available for purchase also. But to Keep Your Keys, you're gearing this. You say seniors, but what age seniors?
Really, it's a good presentation for anybody. Our age group is just, we go into senior centers, so it's whoever the crowd is who shows up to the senior center that day. It's no specific audience per se. I mean,
So anywhere between 55 is 55. Are you considered a senior citizen at 55?
oh, I don't know if I would say that, but we'd
I'm
we'd love to
73,
talk to you.
and I don't
yeah.
feel like a senior citizen.
No,
I don't know
no,
what
no.
you're supposed to feel like. Anyway, but mark it on your calendar, Friday, October the 12th, Parkade Plaza for the Mature Living Festival. Everybody is invited. You'll learn something, and you'll have a good time, too. All right? Tomorrow, second Saturday for kids and nutrition and diet. Something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.